Good morning!
Buenos dias! A few days ago, we booked a tour to Chichen Itza. It cost us $45 per person. We're all packed up and ready to go.
This is an all-inclusive tour, which includes a bus ride, which is a very comfortable air-conditioned bus with Wi-Fi
And toilet.
it includes a few stops, attractions along the way.
And lunch.
And lunch, how could I forget that?
Our bus tour starts in Playa del Carmen, traveling south, passing Tulum.
From there, the bus will head west to our first stop, which is Kawa Village. Kawa is actually translated to 2 tortillas, which, funny enough, that's where we're going to have lunch.
Next stop is Chichen Itza Mayan ruins, and followed by Iquil Cenote. And the last stop of this tour is a small 18th century town, Valladolid. This is our first sightseeing tour that we're going to be visiting here in Mexico. We're so excited.
Make sure you smash that subscribe button and click the notification bell, because when our next video comes out, you're going to be the first to know.
Let's be out.
Let's be out.
Hola!
Hola!
From Chichen Itza tour.
So here's how the tours work. 9 out of 10 times you're going to be strolling along Fifth Avenue, and these solicitors are going to grab you from the from the street and sell you a tour package. And basically what they do is they'll sign you up for this tour package, and you have to put a deposit, a small deposit, normally $20, $30.
Right, and the rest you pay when you actually go on tour.
So basically, you fill out your name, they tell you what time you're going to be picked up, they tell you where you're going to be picked up. A small van will pick you up there along with maybe 8 other people. They will bring you to a main office, and you have to wait for everyone else that signed up for this trip to actually come in on separate vans to then also sign up.
Which is over 40 people, and it took an hour and a half just to organize everybody.
So there's 2 ways you can actually visit Chichen Itza. You can basically get rent a car or a moped, I guess, if you're coming from Tulum, or if you're coming from somewhere else. And also there's bus tours, so if you're coming from Cancun, or if you're coming from Tulum or from Playa del Carmen, which we are, we rented a bus company, and they're the ones that brought us here. They put together a package for you where you make a stop before you get to Chichen Itza and
to Mayan village.
So you stop there for about 2 hours, and that's a part of the lunch package. And the lunch is basically, you have chicken, a little bit of beef, you have a little bit of salad, you have tortillas, of course, and a little bit of entertainment, and that's it. And from there you leave, and then you go on to Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza, they bring you to a cenote. A very crowded cenote, but very beautiful.
Yes, it is very beautiful, but because obviously buses come here, it's very touristy. So, you know, you get the long lines and you get the massive crowds. And one thing I did notice, for basically if you're a non-swimmer, they do offer life vests, but you have to pay about $3 for it, $3 US for it, for the rental of the life vest. And if you notice, they divide the cenote into two parts, right? So the non-swimmers, they're all together on one side and they have their life vests on. And then the divers or the jumpers, they're on the other side and they get the bigger part of the cenote. So if you're a non-swimmer, it's nice to be in the cenote, but you're just basically floating around with other non-swimmers.
We did not go into the cenote because it's a little cold today and it's drizzling.
But we will be bringing you another vlog where we're actually gonna go cenote hopping. That's what's gonna be coming up very soon.
And the last stop of our Chichen Itza bus tour is 18th century village, correct?
Yes, correct.
We stopped in this cute town for just 25 minutes and we got to take a picture with the church and see this little park, and pretty much to get some street food. We got 2 portions of corn and 2 portions of churros.
So good. As you can see, they just made it there. It's nice and warm, super crispy on the outside. The inside is nice and moist, and then they put the caramel on top. The time here that you spend in this cenote is only 1 hour. The time you spend in Chichen Itza is 2 hours. The time you spend kind of eating in that little village is shopping, which is only like, you know, a few items, not that much. I feel the best way to go about this all is to rent a vehicle, map your way out if you have the time to spend. I know some people like the fact that, you know, a tour is all included. You get your lunch, you get everything, and you know, it all works out and you don't have to think about it. You just have to go along for the ride, but it's really limited and you get a little bit of everything as opposed to being in a location and just having a blast and knowing that you can stay there as long as you want. What a day.
It was a 12-hour bus tour, you guys. It's crazy. We are so exhausted. It was way too much riding around. So, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part of the tour was Chichen Itza. It was very short. We were only there for about 2 hours. Part of that 2 hours, we were with a tour guide.
The tour guide was so knowledgeable. He is actually Mayan as well. What was the worst part of the tour?
The worst part of the tour for me was it took the entire day. It really sucked up the entire day, but I felt like I didn't do much. Everything just felt so rushed and yet it took so long. It took the whole entire day and I felt like I didn't even do much. Normally you go on an all-day tour and you're exhausted from doing so much, but this is not like that.
Yeah, the village was probably my least favorite place because most what they want you to do is to shop, their souvenir shop, and there is really a lot of time of doing nothing, waiting for lunch.
Right. So when going on this tour, just know it's a very long tour and it will suck up most of your day. And yeah, you will be tired, but you're not tired from doing so much. You're just tired from it being a long day, the commute.
It's definitely worth to visit Chichen Itza, but you decide if you want to visit with this tour or go there by yourself.